This video is a tribute to a YouTuber who's helped me through a move and not talking to my friends for quite a while. As some of you may know, I have entirely hinted at the fact that I hold a bit of a wall of YouTubers above my recording area. This YouTuber is one of the YouTubers that I have on here, and is the YouTuber that has the most drawings that I've done. Mostly of their icon. And for that, I'd like to share them with you, because not only did they help me through some things, they gave me the confidence to start this channel. I wouldn't be here without them. Now, I had created a channel beforehand, but back then, I really wasn't confident in it at all. But now, I am. And look where I've gotten. I'm 41 subscribers and counting. And in this moment in time, I kind of feel happy. So I wanted to create a tribute to the one YouTuber who really helped me get to this position. And you'll find out sooner or later who it is. You will definitely know by the icon I make, but with a bunch of stained not clay, concrete. It's concrete. But either way, this YouTuber has gotten me through a lot, and I know they've gone through a lot as well. This isn't really per se they'll see it, but I'll at least show it to them. Not in person, but most likely on Twitter. But this is mostly for you all to realize that there's still a lot of chances in life that you'll get. And don't be afraid to take them. The reason that I've started so late and have gotten this far in a longer amount of time than maybe others is because I haven't been taking chances. Now, for the most part, I feel that this YouTuber has given me a lot of my confidence. I grew up not really that confident in myself because, one, of what I've grown up with, and two, because of the fact that I didn't fit in too well. And at that time, I didn't really watch them. What I did was I watched other YouTubers who still have partially inspired me. But I think there are two reasons that I chose them. And there are a couple reasons that I chose to give them a tribute in this game. Minecraft, that being. One of the reasons is because I can't do anything else on any of the other games I have. But another reason is because this was kind of the game that I played all times. Minecraft was seen as kind of the popular game back when I first started watching him. It was mainly off and on that I started watching him, but I still watched him. And for a while it felt normal, but I soon kind of figured out that, wow, maybe Minecraft has a place in my home, and a place in my heart, and it does. And as it started getting less popular, I still played it along with a couple of my friends. And we played things like Mineplex, which is basically a dead server now, in Hypixel. And there was Hive and all these other things that I'd play. But I wouldn't really play them for that reason. I'd play them because my friends played them, and I thought that if I played that game, I'd fit in better. And as I learned that I liked the game, and when it started not becoming as popular and people started not playing it for much, I started feeling kind of uncomfortable. And this was the year that I kind of started to realize that I wasn't really myself. I started kind of trying to fit in with other people, and it was getting quite hard for me to feel myself, and I kind of this was the first time I had ever shut myself off from somebody. And I remember I started watching this YouTuber, and I kind of felt more at peace with my own conscience than I think I had ever been. I was a really hectic kid. I was the youngest in my grade, and I was also younger than some of the students in the grades below me. So, as you could tell, it was kind of hard for me to really feel like I was being accepted for who I was. For the next year, I didn't really understand what was going to go on. Heck, I wasn't ready for what was going to happen. In all fairness, I had no idea what was about to occur, and I don't think, even if I knew, I don't think I could have prepared anyway. I think the only thing I could have done was just deal with it. And for that kind of while, I just realized, wow, maybe I do need to do something. So I did do something, which was kind of a bit out of place because, for one thing, I wouldn't be able to do anything. It was kind of a lost cause to do something then. And by the time that I got my life back in order in that sense, it was kind of too late. I found out I moved, like, I was gonna move halfway through the school year. Well, not really that I was going to move, more like there was a possibility of, like, 98% that I was going to move. And boy did I hope that 2% would be what happened. I didn't want to move. At all. I was afraid because I had thought for my whole life that I'd be staying there. But no. It changed. I soon found out that I was going to be moving to, Italy, where I am now. And I don't think I was really prepared for it. For one part, sure, I was not the happiest person in my school. But then again, I had made friends and I had a stable relationship with them. If there was a reason that I didn't get along with them, it was easily solvable. But it came to be that it wasn't going to happen, that I was going to be staying. I pleaded for so long. I pleaded my parents, please, please let me stay. And they just said that they couldn't, and I understand a year and a half later. And now they say we could have stayed. We didn't really have to go. And I was like, and I'm now like, thank you for letting me go. Thank you for forcing me into doing this. Because sure, I don't like it here anyway. It's too hot for me in the summer. But I still like it to the fact that I don't really care to be back there. I go there in the summer. I go to the US in the summer all the time. But it doesn't really make a difference to me where I am now because I know that I can go back if I want to. And I'm only gonna be in Italy for school for a couple more years now. And I guess I should go back to kind of why I'm going through this. Well, because, for one thing, when I heard I was moving, my grades dropped. I was already bad in French. I really didn't have that much fun in French during those 2 times. I was always working on stuff. We were all stressed. I missed a lot of classes because we had to go to the visa place, and they told us we have to wait. And that's what we did. So we waited, and after a while we got it, and we got it back, and they said, you know, you gotta wait for a couple more months. And I was kind of late into the school year at my new school, but that comes on later. And I remember being pulled in back into my French class at almost the end of the year, and it was kind of when we were getting our grades for the third term, and my grades sucked. I had like a C in French. And she's like, I understand what you're going through, but for this last term, could you try and pull through? So I did a lot of the extra credit because I knew that I was going to have a bad grade anyway. So I pulled through, and I think I got like a B minus. It wasn't much, but it was still good enough. And when I moved, it was later into the year than we had hoped, but we were still there. I remember I cut off all contact with my friends. I didn't use Instagram. I had deleted Snapchat off my phone. I didn't message anybody, even though a lot of my friends kept on messaging me, saying, where are you? Where are you? Are you okay? The last message I sent was when I was in the airport, and I told them, I have landed in Italy, I'm fine, hopefully I'll see you guys next summer. And what I heard from from one of my friends later on is that my friend group thought I had died, or thought I had been taken by like a gang, and I was quite surprised that they even thought of that, and I was like, I don't think they'd want me anyway. But one of the scariest things about that time that my parents have told me about is that I didn't touch my phone unless it was for like work purposes. And sure, it was kind of stupid, because sure, I did touch it for other things, like looking at things to draw, or looking at other things like talking to my new friends on WhatsApp, which was one of the apps that I got so that everybody else had. And one of the biggest things about all of this was that I didn't touch YouTube. Now, by this time, I wasn't really even watching this person that much. The person I was watching was one of the older ones. But for months, I didn't even touch YouTube. And for quite a while, I just didn't do anything at all. So, when it came around to it, I kind of just never talked. When people asked me, who's your favorite YouTuber? I was like, oh, I don't really have one. But in reality, I just didn't know any at that time, and I was too afraid to kind of say the YouTubers that I really knew. And during these times, I had a lot of false friends. They weren't really nice, but they got me through the year a little bit. And I kind of wish I could go back and tell my past self, don't become too good friends with them, because you're just going to get your heart hurt. I tried to make friends with somebody who moved from America, and it didn't work at all. And yeah, so that didn't work out at all, and I think I was 3.5 months in when I finally opened up YouTube. It was either 2 months or 3.5. And I remember not being able to really recognize anything on the platform. It was more of a, oh my god thing. Like, there's so many new things. It had changed drastically. And I started watching, I think at the beginning, I remember I didn't really watch much. I remember one of the first things I watched was Markiplier. But the one that really hit home at the beginning was this YouTuber. I'm just gonna go ahead and say out loud who it is, because you guys most likely know. It's Jacksepticeye. He got me through quite a lot. He got me through a move, he got me through a lot of kind of stuff. Heck, he even got me through a breakup before. And I mean, sure, it's not a lot, but it's still something that's really significant to me. And when I see other people's tributes online and I see the comments like, why are you giving them tribute? They don't even know you. Sure, they don't know me, but they do help. And for once in my life, after I moved, I felt more confident. He gave me the confidence I needed to go and talk to my friends who I hadn't talked to in so long. And one of the reasons that I made this tribute video and I felt like I should tell you guys is because I know what it feels like to kind of be displaced. I did not feel at home where I was, and I feel bad about myself because I didn't look for the answer that I needed that fast. I kind of shut myself off instead of actively looking for an answer. And I was in a room where I had no computers, only my phone and my laptop. He got me back into talking to my friends, and he actually was the one who got me back into playing Minecraft. So, for all of you guys who say that Jack hasn't done anything, he's done a dang well a lot. Thank you, Jack. Thank you for being here.